Hey everybody, welcome. It's Thursday, March 27th. Time for Marvel Legendary Randomizer number 157. I got some results for you from the epic Dark Phoenix game. How did you guys do? Did anybody win? Then we have a new randomizer game to play. I'm so happy to see you guys and be back playing some Legendary. I just finished 3 viewer challenges from our Bagel Top Masterminds here at coffee.bageltopgames.com, and I'll be putting those up publicly over the next few days. But yeah, it was a very interesting game for me. I hope it was for you. First things first, if you didn't catch it, I have announced the Spring 2025 Bagel Top Games Legendary Tournament. If you are hearing this, you should sign up because it's going to be fun if you're not signed up already. We already have, I think the total right now at this moment is 115 entrants, solo players and teams. We're trying to get to break the record of 129, so only 15 more, and we have broken the record. The spring tournament is going to be the week of April 17th. If you want all the information, just go to tournament.bageltopgames.com. I'll even type it in here for you, and I hope to see you there. Yeah, it's every Thursday for the Randomizer League. I don't have a shortcut for this. I probably should have. All right, that's the link. Go there and sign up for the tournament. It's going to be a ton of fun. If you don't know what the tournament is, it is 7 weeks of Legendary setups. You can enter with whatever sets you own. You have to have the core set and at least 2 other sets to enter, but you don't have to have any specific sets. Besides core, I will put you in a group of people who have the same sets as you do and give you a setup that all of you can play, and then you'll earn points based on your ranking, and then the points will just add up over the course of the event. It's going to be super fun. Check that out right there, and consider signing up. Everybody's doing it, and that's a good reason to do anything, right? Okay, so we're going to get started with the Randomizer League results from this last week. And yeah, we did face Epic Dark Phoenix because the randomizer has a sense of humor, as you all know. This was the setup from last week. It was Epic Dark Phoenix breaches the nexus of all realities. And, well, I mean, if you've already signed up for the tournament, you can't say I worked on you. If people sign up, then we'll know how my skills are. So this was fun for me. I really liked how the scheme didn't necessarily nerf Dark Phoenix, but it did make you feel like you had some agency, and you did a little bit. You were able to get some top deck knowledge with those Uru enchanted weapons. I want to find out if you guys had the same experience that I did. So let's go ahead and see this. Yeah, please sign up. Actually, if you sign up during the... I can actually see this right now. If you sign up during the stream, please tell me and I'll shout you out. Oh, we're at 116. Somebody just signed up. Actually, can I do this? Will this work? Yeah, there it is in the background. We've got 116 entrants now signed up for the event. There's everybody who has signed up. On the tournament page, you can see live who has signed up and how many people we have. Let's see if we can get to at least 120 by the time the stream is over. So if 4 more of you sign up, we'll be there. It's going to be a ton of fun. Anyway, let me go ahead to the results. You can probably guess that the win rate was not high for this week, but did anybody win? And the answer is yes, somebody won. We're going to find out who that is in a moment. But here are the results. Let me hide this and show this and press all the buttons. All right, so it turned out to be a 25% win rate, so that is a frustrating setup, but 2.9, which makes it okay. Very close to a good. I think the scheme did a lot of heavy lifting there, making it not a terrible setup with Epic Dark Phoenix. So give this one a try. I can consider giving this one a try if you didn't try it. But yeah, the tag team of Kyle and Ollie are back playing in the tournament this time. So if you want to test your mettle against them, this is the time to do it. All right, let's go over our results for setup B. We had only 10 players for setup B, so this will be relatively quick to go through who decided to face Epic Dark Phoenix in setup B. And oops, I forgot to show the key. I always forget to show the key, and then we don't know what we're looking at. All right. If you have any questions about the tournament, by the way, I'll be happy to answer them at any time during the stream. That's what I'm here for. All right, setup B, 10th place. All right, you're signed up. Awesome. Thank you for signing up. Let me shout you out real quick. You should actually be... Yep, it should be 117 now. Oh, maybe it just caught you when you signed up 116. All right, so we do need a few more to get to 120 during the stream. All right, back to... Yeah, if you're not sure if you have access to the cards, then just leave them blank. Probably the safe way to do things. All right, so we're going over to Doormat there, setup B at 10th place with 10 total rank points. Did not win against Epic Dark Phoenix. 9th place, Fives with 11.5 also did not win. I wasn't as fortunate with the strikes this time. Most of the hero deck was KO'd by turn 17, which prevented me from doing anything against the Mastermind. 8th place goes to Mr. Tints, with 17 total rank points, also didn't win against Epic Dark Phoenix. 6th place was a tie between Caprivian and Abernicus, neither of who won against Epic Dark Phoenix. 20 total rank points for each. Abernicus said in between hitting Dark Phoenix twice, they had to deal with Jason Wingard, Horror, Shadow of the Disciple, which became a Mastermind, and Horror, the Apprentice Rises, adding Red Skull. Yes, it was randomized with the tactic. I've had to do stuff which made things more fun, but it's still a very uphill battle. 5th place is Montax, 21 total rank points, also didn't beat Epic Dark Phoenix. 4th place is Canis, 24 total rank points, also did not defeat Epic Dark Phoenix. Felt like we were doing really good for a while, just went through one deck at a time. Demons to Radiation to Hellfire Club, then Hellfire Club had 3 strikes in it, almost like they wanted Phoenix to win. Player 2 was trying an X-Men deck, so player 1 with everyone else with a Thor focus, and managed to get 4 tactics before we ran out of time. Overall, have had much worse Dark Phoenix games. I agree with that sentiment. 3rd place, KB Driven, did beat Epic Dark Phoenix with 25 total rank points. At least I didn't lose this one as quickly. Hey, you're one of only 3 who won in setup B. 2nd place goes to Red John, who also won against Epic Dark Phoenix. 33 total rank points. Killmonger didn't last long as the Apprentice. And 1st place goes to Kyle and Ollie with 38.5 total rank points, also defeated Epic Dark Phoenix. Kyla started going for Thor and managed to get the rare right before the Master Strike KO'd all the range from the deck. Ollie went with X-Men and Strange. Both decks managed to do pretty well, but we decided to have Kyla thin his deck to get around to Thor more often. It went way better than expected, even without the Uru weapons to give us some limited deck knowledge. So well done there. And Yeechis has entered the tournament, which is awesome. Let me go ahead and check the status right now. Yep, 117. We got 3 more. Let's get 3 more during this. I feel like I'm an auctioneer. Let's get 3 more signed up during this event. All right, so well done there, the 3 of you who won it, and everybody who even facing Epic Dark Phoenix. Let's go up to setup A. Here we go. Well, you guys, Ollie and Kyle, you never played in the Swiss format tourney, so I think things might be a little bit better for you, and people will have fun trying to go after you for your points. We'll see. All right, in setup A, the same one that I played, participated. All right, looks like there's a tie at 13th place. There's everybody who got under 10th place. Well done there. Thank you, Dormat, Jinjos, KB, and Montax for giving this one a try. Let's look at our top 10 for setup A. By the way, Montax says the Mastermind says it all. Yes, it does. 10th place is a tie with actually at 9th place between Caprivian 5s with 26 total rank points, each of them. Nobody won. 5 said this is probably the most fun match with Dark Phoenix I've had. I wouldn't be surprised if me and Bagel tie for 3rd place or something because of me matching just about each interaction besides strikes. Well, we certainly didn't get 3rd place, but I was right there as a 3rd place tie with you guys. I had a lot of fun. I gave it a 5 out of 5. I thought it was a really cool Mastermind and Scheme combination that I would never have picked. So that's part of the magic of the randomizer. Okay, 7th place is going to Joe Stone with 29 total rank points, and 5th place goes to Mike Gage Legendary with 31 total rank points. Give it a refresh if there's a huge delay for you. It shouldn't be that long. Mike says, more fun than expected. First random horror was the Apprentice Rises, but Shikla's Master Strike let me have top of deck knowledge for a dimension. 3rd random horror, the Blood Thickens, and Loki 2099's ambush ability were brutal, and I eventually hit the 5th Master Strike. Another 5th place was a tie with Mike with Abernicus, 31 total rank points there. 4th place is Lamerton with 35 total rank points. Give it a 4 out of 5. It almost seemed as if a win was possible, but I wasn't fast enough in the end. I was so lucky that 3 strikes got KO'd within a destroyed reality. That's what I was trying to do in mine. Another Master Strike got buried deep down with the help of an Uru weapon, so the whole game I only drew 1 strike, KO'd my covert cards, and had a harmless horror. Quasar and Human Torch got pretty strong here, so I managed to defeat Jason Wingard, and 3 Mastermind tactics could be worse. Okay, let's look at our top 3. Did anybody win setup A? 3rd place, we did get a win. Red John won with 47 total rank points. Maximus maximized KO for player 1, and Skid showed up long enough to help get Nova Flame. They hit the Mastermind every turn after that. This might be the first time I've won against Epic Phoenix. Well done. 2nd place goes to Pokaloli with 48 total rank points, also beat Epic Dark Phoenix. Quite a tough one. Hero deck had exactly 2 cards left at the end, but I managed to use the Uru weapons to avoid twists and strikes. I probably could have avoided the escape if I was smarter about it. I left one deck with just a scheme twist in it, and to be honest, completely forgot about it until the game was over. Drew 2 horrors that boosted the Mastermind's attack, and one that didn't do anything since we were playing with Final Blow anyway. Yeah, you must have gotten the freebie one. And then 1st place is a name I didn't see, and yes, it is Kyle and Ollie there at 1st place at 52 total rank points, 3 out of 5. Let's see how they did it. Kylo went X-23 and Human Torch. Ollie did Human Torch and Emma with a splash of Quasar and Maximus. Ollie's deck did fine, but wasn't able to thin enough to get around to the good cards, but he helped Kyla draw cards with Emma's Uncommon, and Kyla thinned his deck enough to be able to routinely berserk enough to hit Phoenix. We didn't breach any dimension, and thanks to some clever lucky uses of Uru weapons, we managed to tuck the 2 strikes we were going to pull. One escape is likely to hurt, didn't hurt enough, but this setup was interesting and very nerve-wracking. Dark Phoenix is in the X-Men set. Well done there, again, everybody, for even attempting this setup. This was a very fun one, surprisingly fun one for an epic Dark Phoenix match. Thank you, Randomizer. Funny way you have of torturing us with some actual clever strategy. But speaking of which, we have a new setup to randomize. So let me know what you want to see. Maybe we'll be seeing some things that were announced in that Avengers Doomsday teaser. We got the cast list for that the other day, and I cannot wait to see that thing. Let me go ahead and start a new randomized setup. Who is going to show up today? Who do you want to show up today? Shout them out. Let me know, and I will get this ready, and we will play some more two-handed solo legendary. I didn't win my game against Dark Phoenix, so she could show up today again. Who knows? Who knows? All right, let me start a prediction as well for those who are going to predict without knowing what the setup is. I'll set it for 5 minutes because we'll be courteous there. There we go. And let me know what's happening. Okay, I'm all ready to press randomize on the setup. Here we go. Star-Lord's Awesome Mixtape would be fun. Somebody really doesn't want to make it easier for me to clean up. Maria's Crime Wave Volume 3. Gambit has not appeared yet. He's appearing in Avengers Doomsday, but not here. At least not yet. I already had to use Ally Magneto once this week. I'd rather not do that again. Agent Venom, we rated recently, and he's actually decent. I wouldn't mind him. Stafford Cuckoos are so much fun. They're one of my favorite hero sets in the entire game. Tuesday doesn't count. Okay. Yeah, so somehow we randomized Maria Hill's Crime Wave 2 times. I don't think we beat the scheme, so that could show up again. Captain Britain, maybe with some extra team symbols, would be great. He's better in two-handed solo than solo, I'll tell you that much. Queen Storm has been coming in clutch for me in the league I'm playing. All right, I think that's enough stalling for fear of being terrified by the setup. Quake would be great. I love the cards she has with 3 recruit on it. I love big recruit cards. Okay, this is last week's. I'm going to go ahead and hit this button, and we randomize this new one. Phantom X would be great. More Weapon X stuff, please. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, looks like it is Belasco's Anti-Mutant Hatred. We got a lot of X-Men. We got Howard the Duck, and we got Weapon X Wolverine, cool, and we got Storm Black Panther, Professor X, and Magik. There's some Berserk potential in here with Storm Black Panther. We got Subterranea and Multiple Man as the Henchmen. That's going to be a lot of fun, although Belasco cares about KOs, and, well, there might be some KOs happening. Let me know how you think this is going to go as I go ahead and get these cards. Here we are. Okay. At least it's not Epic Belasco today. Check my scheme binder. This is legendaryleagues.com, travel size site, if you want to randomize your own setup. It's great. Oh, this is the one that limits wounds. It'll be interesting with Weapon X Wolverine. Multiple Man is great KO power. Demons and Subterranea rated one of the most fun villain groups in the game, so I'm happy about that. So is Multiple Man. All right, let's get our heroes. No other unaffiliated heroes for Howard, but maybe he can help me with the special bystanders. Magik, Professor X. Storm and Black Panther. Alright, there's only Weapon X Wolverine left. He's in another box. There we go. We get to use a new hero set. That's the site that Captain Matryotica did. Okay. Let's get it all shuffled up. Avatar says Professor kind of nerfs the scheme. Let me see. What have you figured out already? Does it have to do with his rare? I guess I'll find out. Alright, get that shuffled up. Let's get our villain deck built up. One thing I love about Legendary Leagues, it shows you exactly what goes into your villain deck. So there's all the villains. Let's get the strikes and twists in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Predictions are open just for a little bit more. If you want to let me know how you think I'm going to do, we can put it there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the other one, because I can't find my other Scarlet Witch one. To get to the other side. 2 bystanders as well. So, yes, let's go ahead and see what happens. I missed the run where Howard the Duck went to Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters. I maybe get to see it today. Yeah, no strength heroes, Ollie? Hey, Ollie, since you're here, you want to do the fun facts? Let me know who showed up for the first time. I think it's just Weapon X Wolverine. I'm pretty sure I've lost against this scheme before. But we do have the Enraging Wounds. That'll be interesting. Don't worry, I won't make you do work. It's on the randomizer sheet. If you guys want to go look, you can check out the appearances. If somebody wants to shout it out, I'm too busy shuffling right now. Submissions are closed. Looks like 9 of you say I'm going to win this setup, and 3 of you say not so much. Let's see what turns out to be the reality in this universe. Speaking of which, what do you think about that? It's on the randomizer league sheet, Ollie. I've been tracking it. Or anybody can go look at league.bigoldtopgames.com. Before the setups, you can see the tab that says appearances, something like that. Do you think they're going to do another cast announcement for Doomsday, or is the announced cast going to be it? I think they might do another one. I think the cast is going to be even bigger than we think. But we'll find out. So let me go ahead and see what we're going to do here. Got my scheme over here. Gotta watch out for those KOs with Belasco. Okay, let's do our Mastermind and Scheme overview. This is viewable at any time. Here we go. Yeah, bring on what you wanted more. Our Mastermind today is... Somebody give Eidolon a Mastermind or Scheme. Belasco, first one that possibly you have to do. So Belasco gets plus attack. Yeah, no Gambit today. Belasco gets plus attack equal to the number of non-gray heroes in the KO pile divided by the number of players, round down. Always leads Demons of Limbo, Master Strike, Sunlight. Each player KOs a non-gray hero from the discard pile. Moonlight, each player has a Waking Nightmare. KO heroes discarded this way. He is deceptively difficult, but a lot of fun. And the scheme today is going to be Anti-Mutant Hatred. So, 11 twists and 30 wounds. So let me go ahead and give my wound deck a shuffle and take 30 of them. I've got all 30 standards in here, as well as all the grievous wounds and all the enraging wounds. So I'm hoping we get a lot of enraging wounds here for the angry mobs. That'll be a lot of fun. Not for the angry mobs, from the angry mobs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I gotta re-sleeve these. 11, 12, 15, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Looks like you gotta play the blackjack scheme. Eidolon, I'm sorry. It's been chosen for you. Okay, the twist says, put this twist into your discard pile as an angry mob. Special rules at the start of your turn for each angry mob. I have yours. I have another one from Broken Pants. I don't have on my deck yet, but I'll premiere that one next week. But we'll see if your wound is in the wound stack today. I didn't look. Your broken drumstick. What were we doing? Oh yes, you're reading the scheme. At special rules at the start of your turn for each angry mob in your hand, the player on your right gains a wound and gains that angry mob. Evil wins when the wound stack or villain deck runs out. Actually, hold on. I have tokens for this. I forgot about that. Where are they? Here they are. Here are the angry mob tokens. Angry Mob. If this is in your hand at the start of your turn, the player on your right gains this and a wound. So that will help me not forget what to do. I'll go ahead and, I wish I put them in instead of the twist, but I forgot. So I'll just have to bring those out when that happens. So what I gotta keep track of? Evil wins when the wound stack or the villain deck runs out. So let me go ahead and change the twist number to 11 because it goes up to 11. And then I'm going to just count the wound stack. Wounds gained. When that gets to 30, the game is over. Easier to count up than count down, I think. So there we go. I think we're all set. I am excited to start. Let me get my starter hands ready and see what we're dealing with and fill up our HQ, and then we'll begin. I haven't had to do a HQ mulligan in a long time. Since that rule was developed, I haven't really had to do it. We'll see if today's a bit different. Looks like you need a different scheme besides blackjack because you don't have Midnight Suns. Right-hand side is going to go. Class dismissed. Yeah, that will help. Let's see if it shows up in the HQ. We need one more scheme for Eidolon to play. If they pick a scheme from a set you don't have, you're just gonna have to pick your own, or use the randomizer. All right, here we go. Starting with Rally the New Mutants Magik, Divided Storm Black Panther, another Divided Storm Black Panther, but a different one, another Magik, and Professor X's rare Mind Control is right there. That's really cool. If you don't know about this card, whenever you defeat a villain, you may gain it. It becomes a gray hero with no text that gives plus attack equal to its attack. You will still get its VP. That's awesome. I really want to get this because it's so fun to just turn villains into my allies. And it's here at the beginning of the game. So one side's going to go heavy on recruit to pick this up as fast as possible because I love this card so much. I don't think I've ever had it in the HQ at the start of a game before, so that's very interesting. All right, without further ado, let's play this game and see how it goes, beginning with turn number 1 right now. Okay, so my starting hand is reverse, the elusive reverse 4 and 2. Let's see if there's something to fight at the beginning of this game, and it is something to fight. It is a multiple man. Here's how multiple man works. I feel like Jack Black is Steve. Here's how it works. All right, fight. KO one of your allies for each other multiple man in your victory pile. Allies as heroes are the same thing. So I have to start by getting a first multiple man. Hey, Hollow Help, thank you so much for that sub. Somewhere. I gotta refresh, I think. I can't see those. So let me go ahead and get my attack by playing all 4 of these. And fighting multiple man. And there it is. First month at tier 1. Thank you so much, Hollow Help. Very kind of you. And I got a poll suggest too. I didn't catch that. But it just says, let's go. So let's go indeed. Okay, so multiple man. Let's go ahead and fight him for 3. Nothing to KO because this first goes into my victory pile and then its fight effect activates, and there's no other multiple men in my victory pile. It's just the one card I already have. So that's investing in the future. Maybe someday I'll tell you guys about the unfortunate multiple man accident I had once. I've got 2 recruit here. Let's go ahead and see what I can get. First, we can take Rally the New Mutants, which is gain a sidekick, covert, gain a sidekick. I really do want that covert trigger to happen if I'm going to take this card. We've also got a divided option. We have Gathering Rain Clouds and Gathering Clues, which is real good. 1 recruit or 1 attack, range draw a card or instinct draw a card. I think I want to start building up instinct, but if I want to take Mind Control later, it's a covert card, works nicely with Magik. And sidekicks could potentially help me get recruit. But what does the right-hand side have for a first hand? I got 1, 2, 3. It's a 3 and 3. Okay. So right-hand side is probably going to pick up the divided Black Panther and Storm. So I'm going to take Rally the New Mutants over here. Yeah, well, Professor X has some recruit. Storm Black Panther has some recruit. Weapon X Wolverine does not. So I want to load up as much as I can so I can get Professor X. But right now I'm going to go ahead and pick up Rally the New Mutants and see if I can fix that recruit issue later on. And oh, there's more Storm and Black Panther. Nice. I do want to use Weapon X Wolverine, but he's not here for some reason. Turn 2 is Crotus coming in. So Cortus is an ambush effect. He captures a bystander. Put an even numbered hero on the bottom of the hero deck. I'm so glad that Storm and Black Panther were here, because if they weren't, I would have had to tuck Professor X. But luckily, they are. So I'm going to put this to the bottom because I really do want to get that rare. Oh, and there's my second rare, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I might have to get some officers. I have some really big numbers here in the HQ. All right, and Moonlight Cortus gets +4 attack. So I'm pretty sure that we are in Moonlight. Odd, 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 even. So he's got his buff because we're in pretty strong Moonlight. Yeah, Logan is a loner. He doesn't really recruit. He even has a card that rewards you if you don't recruit. And the Old Man Logan card. I think that's specifically his loner card. All right, we got 3 and 3. Can't fight anything for that 3 attack. So for 3 recruit, I did say I want to start picking things up over here. I don't really care what side Professor X is on. Yeah. Let me show you this in the right orientation. So 2 attack or 2 recruit, I can move villains or fight, reduce their attack on the rooftops, which does help with the Sunlight Moonlight situation. So I'm going to get that card. Why can't I see it anymore? Where is it? Where are you? There you are. Okay, taking the divided card on the right. I'm gonna have to split things that way. There we go. We got Raging Regeneration. We got 2 attack plus Berserk, and then Instinct. You may KO a wound from your hand or discard pile. If you do Berserk again, I risk running out of wounds in this setup with the scheme, so he's not going to be as good as I want him to be. But if I get wounds, he can help deal with them. Yeah, he's very confident. All right, I have 5 recruit on the right, so I'll probably pick up the other Storm and Black Panther, which is great for Berserk, but I don't know if I want to go that route. Okay, turn 3 is our first scheme twist. So here we go. At the start of your turn, put this twist into your discard pile as an angry mob. So I'm going to swap out the twist with an angry mob, put it into my discard pile, and deal with the special rules when I get there. Okay. Now, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as we had the rare reverse 4 and 2, so almost enough for a rare, but not quite. This is the side I took Magik on. So what's my best option here? This does have a covert side. I don't have a specific angry mob sound. You can play that one in your head. I am tempted to take this because it does have covert and range, which works excellently with Magik. She has both those class triggers. That's actually very, very good, plus some early attack. Doesn't help me try to pick up Professor X, but maybe that's not what this side is going to do. I'm very tempted to do this. They also have a sidekick card, don't they? Their rare has to do with sidekicks. And they have another card that has to do with sidekicks. Both those cards have to do with sidekicks. Magik and... Okay, I'm seeing a combo here. Red side is good for deck thinning as well, yes. I've also can take Travel Through Limbo Magic, a 1 attack, teleport, and range, you get +2 attack. I can also take the Rage Regeneration, but I think I am going to go ahead before the shuffle and pick up Storm Black Panther and see how that works out for me. And there's another one. We are in a lighter Moonlight, but we are very much in Moonlight. And here's my reshuffle. Let's see if I got an Angry Mob in my hand. It doesn't do anything until the start of that side's turn, but at least I'll know it's out. Okay. I got it in my hand. So at the start of this turn, at the start of my next turn, I have to pass it over and pass out wounds. I only have so many buttons for sounds. I would love to have many for specific things, but I need a much bigger stream deck for that. Turn 4 is our first Master Strike. All right. It is Moonlight. Each player has a Waking Nightmare. KO'd heroes discarded this way. That's really bad. So Waking Nightmare means I have to well, actually, it's not so bad right now on either side, actually. So Waking Nightmare means you have to discard a non-gray hero and draw a new one. Draw a new card. I would have to KO them, but right now, right-hand side has all grays, and left-hand side has all grays and the Angry Mob. So very, very luckily, nothing happens. I'm just confirming we're still in Moonlight. Yes. So this completely whiffs, and I got very, very lucky with that Master Strike. All right. I don't think that luck's going to keep up, though. I have 5 recruit to play. And this is the side where I took the Storm Black Panther. I was going to take the other one, but I took it on the left-hand side for the reasons I already said. I do want more recruits, so I think I am going to take the other Storm Black Panther for 3. And then maybe we'll get into Sunlight. We are in Sunlight. I'll save this Rally the New Mutants for the other side. We're in Sunlight now, so Crotus loses his bonus. And I'll get a sidekick for the last 2, and it's another standard sidekick. And that's going to be a reshuffle. Okay. So not only did that Master Strike prevent me from losing heroes, but also didn't power up Belasco, which is great. Thank you for the water. It's been a long day. I need that. I need to be hydrated. Belasco stirs up an angry mob against Magik, so the X-Men help her out, but also Howard. Howard's not even here. Maybe he's not even going to show up today. He took a wrong turn in Albuquerque. He's hitchhiking right now. So for turn 6, I got another Hand of All Grays, which is good in case a Master Strike happens. Okay, it's the start of my turn, so look what I've got. I've got an Angry Mob. If this is in my hand at the start of my turn, the player on your right, which is the right-hand side, gains this in a wound. So, to the right-hand side, and the right-hand side is going to gain one of the precious wounds in the wound deck, and it is a standard wound. And now I will pull a card from the villain deck. Here we are. It is another Crotus. All right. Once again, Crotus captures a bystander. He's the only one showing up. Put an even-numbered hero on the bottom of the hero deck. I still have dreams of grandeur about picking up Professor X's rare, so I'm going to get rid of Raging Regeneration, because as much as I really want to use the new cards, I don't think... well, he can help me get rid of wounds, but, you know, eventually... Oh, I got a class dismissed. That's very good. You may put a hero from the HQ on the bottom of the hero deck, and then instinct you may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. This is what was being talked about. This can KO angry mobs if I trigger it. So right-hand side's got some instinct, so I'm going to want to get this and KO those angry mobs as soon as I can. Anyway, we're going to have to put Crotus in the city, and it is now Moonlight again, so that both Croti, that is the plural for Crotus, right, are at 7 attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7 again. So on the left-hand side, I'm pretty sure I'm going to either take Rally the New Mutants or Travel Through Limbo. Both are going to be great for what I'm trying to build over here. I'm going to take Travel Through Limbo because it's more expensive, plus I could get a Psychic and Magik, but also I could try to make it Sunlight again, so I can hit these Crotus cards before it's too late. And nope, I just replaced it with the same thing. But that's okay, I'll make it work. I just need more multiple men. I can really get some KO ramping up, but they have to appear. I've only seen 1. If they don't show up, I'm not going to get any benefit out of them. Turn number 6 is another Master Strike. Okay, good news and bad news on this one. Bad news is Belasco's a bad guy. The good news is I also can't have a Waking Nightmare because both sides have all grays. Again, he whiffs again. If I saw more multiple men, that might have not been the case, but once again, nothing happens. He doesn't get powered up. If I can get all 5 strikes this way, that would be great, but 1 is very lucky. 2 is extremely lucky. I don't think I'm going to get any more of those opportunities. I just got to watch out for the scheme. All right, with my 5 recruit this turn, I'm going to work on the blue and red deck, basically, covert and ranged. So I'm going to... Oh, that's the left-hand side. Right-hand side is trying to get other stuff. So Class Dismiss is what I want to pick up. Gives me recruit, works with the instinct cards on Black Panther, and gets rid of those angry mobs. So let's go ahead and pick up Class Dismissed for 3. And, alright, there's Howard. Right place, wrong time. Who cares about heroes played with no team icon, which is literally only going to be him. And standard sidekicks. I will still save Magik for the other side. Let's go ahead and get a sidekick. And, hey, it's Montax coming to help me out. He was hanging out at the X-Mansion, I suppose. I hope you don't get taken away by the angry mobs. Moving over to the left-hand side for turn 7. And we get, there we go, another multiple man. I cannot fight one this turn, though, unfortunately. But I'll get ready to do so. All right, we got 4 and 2. Nothing to do with the 2. Howard is ramped by Professor's rare victims, too. That is true. They do count as heroes with no team icon. That's very fun. That's a very fun interaction. So I might have to consider trying to get Professor X on the right so the instinct cards can work. We'll see how many enemies I can get. Unfortunately, with the Sunlight Moonlight ones, they have low base attack, so it's not really going to help me out too much. There's some stronger enemies coming in, though. Okay, on this left-hand side with the Covert Instinct deck, I'm going to take Covert Range deck, sorry. Let's go with another. We'll spend 3 out of our 4, get another Travel Through Limbo, and maybe we'll get some Teleport Chains to take off Belasco before it's too late. Here's a 5-cost Telepathic Probe. I love this one. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a bystander, you rescue it. If it's a villain, you may fight it this turn. I believe that if you reveal a Sunlight Moonlight villain that gets a buff, it still triggers the Sunlight Moonlight. It doesn't care about them being in the city, but it can cancel or avoid ambush effects they might have, which would be cool. Also, we have Subterranea. If I fight a Subterranea this way, I think they'll burrow into the city if the streets are open, right? I have to check the exact wording, but I'm pretty sure they would, which is very funny to me. There are some that might have some fun fight effects I want to exploit that way, but I don't know. Teleport can be dangerous with Belasco. It is. Teleport can be dangerous with the Waking Nightmare. But if I have other cards that are more powerful I'd rather not lose, then I might do it. Yeah, Burrow Trick or some Victory Pile. Yeah, that'll be very funny if I decide to do that. Depending on the fight effect, I might actually do that on purpose. Yeah, Teleport does make it so that it's a higher chance of Belasco hitting a non-grade KO, but also it does guarantee a card that I can KO that's not as expensive as something else, you know? Turn 8 is going to give us another Scheme Twist. So here we go. It's our second Angry Mob. Goes to the right-hand sides. Here's our Angry Mob going over there. Okay, sidekick time. Play our standard sidekick. And draw 2. 1 and 2. A lot of grays, but I do have more recruit than I normally have. So I can either get... yeah, if I can draw them during a turn, they're great. If Professor X can KO them, they're fine. It's only if you have them in your hand at the start of the game. So I can weaken an enemy on the rooftops. Right now it is... 1 recruit might change it from Moonlight to Sunlight. So if I can get Pouncing Strike 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can hit a multiple man either way, which I might do because I do want to split them up. Otherwise you end up with too many KOs. And that'll give me 5 recruit and I can pick up Right Place, Wrong Time or Telepathic Probe. So you know what? I think I'm going to do that. Let's play. I can move a villain too. Is there any reason I'd want to move them? This one doesn't let you swap enemies. So, I think I want to leave everybody where they are. I don't really see an advantage to clearing the rooftops right now. You know, I will hit... I can do this first. I can go Shield Trooper first. 3 troopers, get 3 attack, and I can fight the multiple man, no KOs yet, and have 1 on the right-hand side. And then I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit with all my recruit cards. And I can move Crotus over to the sewers for no good reason, really, with Pouncing Strike. So, do I take Right Place, Wrong Time, or do I take Telepathic Probe? Each of them give 3 attack, and they have effects they may not do. Right Place, Wrong Time is an instinct. It makes it more likely to trigger that Professor X common. And it does work if I get the rare. Telepathic Probe would increase my points per turn if I'm caring about that, plus it'll avoid nasty effects. They're both very good, but I'd rather KO angry mobs if I can, so I'm gonna go with Howard real quick and pick up Right Place, Wrong Time for 5. And there we got Travel Through Limbo. We're in mild moonlight again. I gotta keep recruiting as much as I can because I'm not really seeing multiple man, so I need to saturate my deck with cards that aren't gray so I can get some stuff going. So far, a very cool combination of heroes. The randomizer has done it again. Give me some fun stuff. I might lose somebody. I got the wound clock on, so I gotta watch out for that. Hey, an Angry Mob is in hand, so at the start of the next turn, I have to deal with that. At least it wasn't 2 at once. Turn number 9 is another multiple man. Okay, we can get some KO going. I have some combos to do. I have to choose what I want to do here. Let me play by Grays to get him out of the way. So that's 2 recruit and 1 attack. Now, here are options. I've got Rally the New Mutants to gain 2 sidekicks if it's activated. If I decide to play Magik, I get 3 total attack if she activates. And then I have the side of, I have Storm Black Panther. I can either get 3 recruit, and, oh yes, thank you. I totally forgot about my tracker. I got 1 wound out. Appreciate it. I'll try to keep track of that so we can all see where I'm at, so I can see where I'm at. So I can get +2 against the Mastermind. Mastermind's at 9, so my max attack if I do that is, I have to play one of the others, so it's +2 attack either way. But Tsunami of Justice gives KO for my hand or discard pile. Unfortunately, I don't have a discard pile. Otherwise, I would really try to get rid of that angry mob. But I could not play one of these agents and try to start thinning the deck. Let's say if I did that, I would take this back, or I would keep my trooper, I guess, and I would take back one of my agents, which wouldn't let me recruit anything this turn. Let me just play this out to see what would happen. I would get, I have to play Rally the New Mutants first, get a sidekick, then I'd get 2, 3, 4, and then I would KO, and then I would have Magik, which wouldn't trigger, so if I decided to play it, that would be 5. And that won't really do anything for me. So I think I just want to hit that multiple man and I can do 2 KOs this way. You know what, I'll KO the trooper just so I can recruit something. So let's start back over. I'm going to go ahead and play both my agents. I'm going to play Magik here. Yeah, we'll do it in this order. To get a sidekick, it's going to be Tech Fiend sidekick. And then we're going to play Tsunami of Justice for 3 attack. KO this Silver Fox from my hand. I'm so sorry, but you might show up in another form. I hope your drums are okay. Now we're going to spend my 3 attack on hitting multiple men. KO one of your heroes for each other multiple men in your victory pile. I have 1 there, so what's going to happen is I KO 1 of my heroes, and it's going to be one of these shield agents. I'm so sorry about your sacrifice. You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Okay, so that's going to leave me with 2 recruit. I'm going to use that to pick up another Rally the New Mutants. And, ooh, escape the Weapon X layer. Weapon X is rare. Check this one out. 3 plus attack, Weapon X sequence. Instinct, you may reveal cards from the wound deck until you reveal an enraging wound. Gain the enraging wound to your hand, put the other revealed cards in the bottom. If you gain a wound this way, berserk. This is risky. I love the enraging wounds, but this just reduces the wound deck. Why did he have to show up in a setup where I absolutely don't want him? I really wanted to use Weapon X, and I guess I got the monkey's paw on that one. All right, what to do with Magik? I could play it for 1 attack and it doesn't do anything. I could teleport her to get more attack, but that does put me in danger with the Master Strikes. Or I could just not play her and she would get discarded. I think I'm still going to teleport her. There's other cards I'd rather not lose. If Belasco takes her, he takes her. Of all the characters for Belasco to take, Magik would be appropriate. Just saying. If nothing else, I'm being thematic. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and teleport Magik. There she is. Let's see what happens. Okay, and I got 2 of them in hand. I can continue to teleport both of them. Otherwise, it's all grays. Okay, I began with a angry mob in hand, so that has to be dealt with right now. The player on your right gains this and gains a wound. So left-hand side is getting another standard wound. I'll remember to increase that count now. So 2 wounds out of 30 have been gained. From the villain deck, we have... Oh, no! So even if I didn't teleport Magik, I would have had another Magik in my hand on the left. So what I did didn't really matter. It's worse over here now. We are still in Moonlight. Yes, I couldn't get it out of Moonlight. So this time it's going to hurt. Each player has a Waking Nightmare. KO heroes discarded this way. Exactly. All right, so I can get rid of Lightning Strike, Pouncing Strike, or I can sacrifice Howard. I think I have to... I need the versatility of the Divided card right now. I need to keep picking cards up. I hate to lose Howard, but I think he knew what he was getting himself into. And I draw a new card from the Waking Nightmare. Howard's in the wrong place this time. Left-hand side's got to pick 1 Magik, and it's going to be this one. And that I do get the Waking Nightmare, so I draw something new, and it's a trooper. So 2 of them whiffed. This third one really hurt me. Oh well. Sorry, anybody who's a Duck fan here. We got 3 recruits. 3 recruit, 1 attack. And then finally the divided. 5 recruit would get me Professor X and help me get out of... yeah, I want to do this. So I'll play the Black Panther side. I will move Crotus to the sewers. Watch me get the alligator trap right now. Alright, telepathic probe cost 5. And I'll pick it up. And there, okay, Howard's back. That's the one that can recruit for... I already drew, didn't I? I thought I did. I thought it was the first thing I did. But I clearly don't have enough cards. What did I do? Oh, it was the twist. That's right. So I did. Thank you. That's why I have fewer cards. Okay, anyway. New hand. The twist shortened my hand to 5 at the very beginning. I got class dismissed, but no activation of it because I had to get rid of Howard. Not like it would be in my hand anyway. Turn 11. Megatar. Ambush. Megatar captures 2 bystanders. He's got Burrow. Burrow's a very cool keyword. Burrow means if you fight this enemy... Why am I over there? If you fight this and the streets are empty, or... Yes, if you fight this while the streets are empty, it goes into the streets instead of your victory pile. Or, I guess technically, it goes from the victory pile to the streets. Alright. 1, 2, 3 attack. 1, 2, 3 recruit. I've already got 3 out of 5 strikes played. Magik plays a dangerous game traveling through Limbo. But, I still might do it. If I play it, it gives me 4 attack, doesn't do anything. So I think I am going to teleport her. Again, she's there as protecting the other heroes. That is true. Black Panther can deal with the streets. Alright, so with my 3 recruit, I guess I'm picking up another travel through Limbo. Let's just keep getting as many as I can. And we are in... almost dropped the hero deck. Okay, we're still in Moonlight. But I do have that 5 cost Stormer Black Panther to use coming up. And it's a reshuffle. Yeah, right-hand side needs to get as many instinct cards as it can because it needs to start KOing those angry mobs to give me peace of mind. I would love to see more of those Professor X cards, but they're not showing up. 4, 5, 6. Alright, Magik's gone if a strike happens. 2, 3, 4. Yep, we're good. It's one of those games that is slow at the beginning, but is going to ramp up. Turn 12. Another multiple man. Alright, good. I can keep splitting them up. And the streets are full, so Megatar won't burrow. And I really want to avoid escapes, but I can't do anything about that now. Left-hand side can not do any fighting either. Wow, I'm not really getting any attack. I might have some pretty bad escapes. Okay, let's start with class dismissed. To recruit, you may put a hero from the HQ on the bottom of the hero deck. This can help with the Moonlight, but it won't help me fight anything. I think it's... Do I send Howard away? Or do I keep him for the instinct? I'm gonna get 5 recruit this turn. I'm probably gonna pick up the divided Storm Black Panther. It would be good on either side. I would tuck Weapon X is rare, but I'd need the evens for Sunlight right now. Yeah, but that's gonna make the Moonlight worse. Otherwise I would. I'm not taking Howard this turn, so I am gonna tuck Howard. Okay, and it's another Storm Black Panther. It is still Moonlight. Okay, well, I've got 3, 4, and 5 recruit. Let's see if I want to take the divided, or I think I want to take the cheaper one and a sidekick, because I need that instinct possibility. So I'm going to take, and the recruit still. Alright, Howard's back. I'll get a sidekick. Wow, we have a lot, really odd. Oh, there's Throg. We have a really odd HQ. Alright. Unfortunately, with some different timing, I could have been able to KO that angry mob, but that wasn't the case. Things are not going super great, just saying. Turn 13. Another multiple man. Alright. Still can't fight anything. If I was able to keep teleporting Magik, I would have been able to, but now I can't, so I might suffer an escape and a bystander getting carried off. I've got 4 recruit. I can't even get anything I want. Yeah, 3 rares in the shop is a lot. So I think I could get an officer, but I also could rest the wound away. Because I can't find anything, I can't recruit anything in the HQ, except for Howard. So I'm going to rest this turn and teleport Magik. So I'll end up KOing the wound. And I don't end up doing anything else. So my new hand is... Okay, we got a lot of angry mobs coming out. Things are getting scary. Okay, so at the beginning of this turn, this angry mob goes to the left-hand side and a wound. Howard is a better officer, but just slightly. And that's 1 more wound that got passed out. From the villain deck is going to be Moloids. So we do have an escape. Crotus is going to escape. It doesn't have an escape effect, but boy is going to hurt my score. And he carries off this bystander. So what happens is first we have to KO a hero that costs 6 or less. I could KO Wolverine, and I think I'm actually going to do that. Because it's normally you can't KO rares this way unless they're like spiders, but this one does cost 6 thanks to Weapon X sequence, so goodbye. There's a rare KO for you. Enjoy. And I have to discard a card. Each player has to discard a card because there was a bystander carried off. So I want to keep the sidekick. I'd like to maybe fight something this turn, so I'm going to actually discard the shield agent. Left-hand side is going to... Oh! It has to be a hero, though, or is it a card? I think it's just discard a card, right? If a bystander gets carried off? I'm pretty sure it's discard a card. Yes, okay. So that actually helps me discard an angry mob. You know what? Maybe if I was thinking about it, I would have let that happen on purpose. Maybe. But that's cool. I'll take the escape if it avoided more wounds. Very cool. Thanks, Crotus. Now get out of here. Alright. And the Moloids coming. The Moloids have fight, KO one of your heroes, and burrow. Alright, Montex. Give me some good stuff. I'm counting on you here. Oh, it's going to be a full shuffle when I do this, so... Thanks. I got 1 more card, though. What did I do to deserve that? Watch it be an angry mob. Although a draw of that now would be fine. I have 3 attacks, so that's enough to hit something. It's Throg. Okay. Well, this is a very strange hand. I'll play my my agent and trooper. And I will need to play, if I want to hit something, I'm going to have to play the left-hand side, the storm side, that weakens enemies on the rooftops. Because I played a sidekick. I drew a wound, and then I shuffled, and I drew my second card from the sidekick. I'll play the 2 more attack. And I guess Multiple Man goes down to 2. Once I fight it, he goes down to 2, but you get it. Speaking of Throg, I could play him for 2 more recruit, and that'll let me get Howard, and he's not really going to be much help either, so I'll get Throg out of there. And let's... I should probably fight the Moloids while they're not going to burrow. So instead of the weakened Multiple Man, there's no reason not to do that. So I'll fight the Moloids, and I will get rid of them, and we'll KO... Oops. I meant to blow you up, and then blow this shield agent up. Alright, now for 3 recruit, I can get... It's tempting to get the divided Storm Black Panther, but I do want it to be Sunlight. So I will take Howard, who will give me that instinct trigger. Why'd he fly over there? Okay. Replaced with an even, so we are finally... Oh, even, up, odd, down. Nope, okay. Up. I figured it out. Alright, we're in Sunlight now. So no more bonus for Crotus. And that means the Master Strike's going to do something different if that happens. We'll get there in a moment. And moving over. I'm checking. I just want to see. Ooh, our tournament is up to 118 people. Only 2 more people need to sign up for the tournament until we get to 120 during the stream. Go to tournament.bagel.talkgames.com if you want to sign up. And let me know if you did. I'll shout you out. Can we get 20 signups before the end of the stream? That would be really cool, just saying. Turn 15 is Pepper Potts. who gets captured by multiple men. She wants the bank and rooftops to be empty, so I'll tell Black Panther that, and he might be able to work something out to get me a recruit. Okay, let's play the sidekick. Playmats. I think you can still order. Does Upper Deck have the official ones anymore on their site? I think I've seen the Thanos versus the Avengers one for sale somewhere. The official one. Okay, let's draw 2 cards. 1 and 2. Okay, Combo City. So let's pretend I play Storm first. That's going to be 3 attack, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 max attack. I can hit Belasco with that before he gets. Well, there's heroes in the KO pile. Let me just double check what his attack is. So there are 1, 2, 3 heroes in the KO pile. So looking at Belasco, he gets plus attack equal to the number of non-gray heroes in the KO pile divided by number of players rounded down. So 3 divided by 2 rounded down is 1. So he's at 10 right now. And for the rest of the game, it's going to go up unless I can get heroes out of there. So I have 3, 6, 9, 10. I have just enough to hit him. I do have a full city, though. Right-hand side's got 2, exactly 3 attack potential. So right hand can clear a multiple man. And I can go 3, 6, 9. But I don't have, let's see, so I have 2 multiple man cards. So the third one will do 2 KOs, and the fourth one will do 3 KOs. I don't want to KO that many things. So I can actually do Crotus and Megatar instead of hitting Belasco. That'll give me a bunch of bystanders, clear things up. And the public speaker will give me 1 recruit. The news reporter will let me draw a card. And I'll end up at 1, 2, 3 total recruit. The name of the game is to hit the Mastermind, but the city is very threatening and I'm not going to have a lot of attack power coming up. Plus, he's going to do more Waking Nightmares when I hit him. So I think I'm going to go for the city right now. Let's begin with Crotus. Let's hit him for 3. While it is still sunlight, because it probably won't stay sunlight for long. So let's play this out exactly as I said. 3, 6, 9, 10. And we'll play my 2 agents, and then I'll play Rally New Mutants, even though I played the range side, the storm side, so we'll get 1 sidekick. And it's Red Wing. Okay, so that one is the Phoenix versus the X-Men. That one's still good. Okay. So, Megatar won't burrow because he's in the streets himself. Yeah, I've seen those double playmats. Those are wild. Okay, yeah, we're going to hit Crotus first, like I said. No fight effect. I do rescue the bystander. We're down to 7. Get him out of there. And we rescue the public speaker, so I get 1 recruit when I do. Okay, next we're going to hit Megatar. Yeah, 3. Okay, thank you for the info. 3 out of 4 tactics add to KO pile, and 2 of those can't whiff. Yeah, so I gotta watch out for that. So I want to be prepared in the city. So let's hit Megatar for 6. And just moving stuff around so I don't get mixed up. And I rescue a standard bystander and the news reporter who lets me draw a card. So I'll draw into whatever. I played Magik already, whatever this is. A second one! Cool, more sidekicks for me. So I'm going to get 2 sidekicks thanks to the covert trigger from the other Magik card. And I got Piplup and Lockheed. They're both fun pets to have. Alright, so with my 3 recruit, do I dare mess with the moonlight or the sunlight? If I did, I would take a divided Storm Black Panther. I'm going to get an officer, actually. I really want to get that Professor X out of there, and I'm short on recruit. So I'm going to pick up whatever this officer is, and that's a good officer to get. I got Fitzsimmons. That was a nice little risk there. I haven't had a special officer. I haven't seen Fitzsimmons specifically in a while, I think. So far, so confusing. I don't know how this game is going, but I really would like to get that Professor X rare out of the HQ. Avoid KOs if I can. That escape really hurt me in powering up Belasco. Oh man, an angry mob in my hand. Okay. So that's gonna hurt when we get there. Turn 16, another scheme twist. Speaking of angry mobs, so we have another angry mob going into the right-hand side. And that's all that happens right now. It feels like I get away with something when I do this twist, because all you do is gain a card, but it's so much worse when it comes back around. So, we have 4 recruit. Too many grays for this point in the game. I gotta really capitalize on those multiple man cards. I can get 3 attack and hit a multiple man, actually. Pepper Potts cares about, what is it, the rooftops and the bank and the rooftops. So that'll clear the bank. But it won't clear the rooftops. So I'll end up with... If only I could fight multiple man this turn and play Black Panther, I could get Magik out of the HQ. But I can't. I have to... the max recruit is going to be 5, which is fine. I kind of want to get these 2 costs out of there, even though it might change the Sunlight Moonlight. Since I know I'm going to do that, let me go ahead and recruit one of these Storm Black Panther cards first. See what happens. Okay, there's Howard. Let's get the other one. I'm going to be in Super Moonlight, but you know, at this point, whatever. Let's take the other one. Okay. Psionic Asp performs pretty good in this setup. There's plenty of X-Men heroes. So I think I'm going to just keep consolidating. And I'm going to play the... No, I already did 2 recruits. Let's play the Storm side. And so we get 3 attack and we can hit a multiple man. I'll leave Pepper Potts there for a little bit. Let's go ahead and take out this multiple man in the rooftops, who's actually a 2 attack. There's 1 other multiple man in my victory pile, so after we blow that up, we KO one of our heroes, and it's going to be a shield agent. Right here. Okay. And that's the turn. Okay, I can actually trigger Class Dismissed, and I can KO this Angry Mob on the next turn. If I drew Angry Mob using Rebel Without a Cause, I wouldn't gain a wound. What does Rebel Without a Cause say again? That's his rare, right? Okay, so I'm starting with the Angry Mob, so once again, goes to the right-hand side, and a wound. And it's a Blunt Force Trauma. Ouch. That's 1 more wound out of the stack. So 4 wounds gained out of the stack. Back to the villain deck, it's going to be another multiple man. Okay. So, let's go. My max attack this turn, if I play Lockheed, is 3, 6, 7. I can hit both multiple man cards, but once again, I don't have that many KOs to do. I would love to KO both grays, so I only want to hit 1. So what I'm going to do is... I'm going to hold off with... Yes. If you draw the Angry Mobs during your turn, nothing happens. It has to be in your hand at the start of your turn for the effect to go off. Yeah, I think I'm just going to not play Lockheed this turn. I'll play Storm for 3 attack. And I'll play the Agent and Trooper. So I'm at 4 and 1. And we're going to... Well, I can get Recruit from the from Pepper Potts this time, because she cares about the bank and the rooftops. So if I do that, I'll end up with 3 Recruit, which won't help me get anything, except for Psionic Astral Form, which would be good over here, to be completely honest. But I'd rather save Pepper Potts for something more expensive. So let's go ahead and hit the multiple man in the sewers for 3. I have 2 multiple man in my victory pile, so that's 2 KOs. Sorry, but Rexy's going extinct, as well as this standard agent. And I will not play Lockheed. I will end my turn there, so I can hold on to Lockheed. Certainly not because I'm wanting to use Lockheed for any waking nightmares. And I got an Anger Mob in this hand, too, so... Things are getting a little out of control. They ramp up fast when you have a lot of them. But at least I can KO one this turn. Turn 18 is Witchfire Ambush. Witchfire captures a hero from the HQ with the lowest odd numbered cost. That is going to be one of the 5 costs. So just for the laughs, I'm going to have her capture Howard. At least she doesn't get attack from that hero. She just gets +2 attack in sunlight. So she's taken Howard, who's once again in the wrong place at the wrong time. And we got Weapon X here, so we've got odd, 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 even, and even. So she's only at 4. Okay, if I want to KO those angry mobs, I have to play the instinct side of this Storm and Black Panther, the Black Panther side. I will play it for 2 recruit, and I will move multiple men to the rooftops. Don't really know why I did that, but I'm going to do it. And then I will play Class Dismissed. 2 more recruit. 5, 6. I'm so close to getting an extra recruit. I can actually do that if I fight Pepper Potts. I can get the rare Professor X. Yes, I just figured it out. All right, we'll get there. We're using I use Professor X to get Professor X. All right, you may put a hero from the HQ in the bottom of the hero deck. Do I want to do that? Yes, I'm not gaining wounds. Again, I feel so bad I'm not using the new cards. I will tuck Wolverine there. Hey, we're in sunlight now. I just powered up Witchfire. Good for me. And then Instinct, you may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. I will KO happily this 1 angry mob from my discard pile. That's 1. Okay. And yeah, it is rare time because I got 2 more recruit. And I'm going to fight the multiple man and get some more recruit. I'm glad I left Pepper Potts out there. Okay, we got 3 attack. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a bystander, you may rescue it. If it's a villain, you may fight it this turn. It's the Demon Bear! Oh, wow. It's so tempting to try and fight the Demon Bear, but I don't have the attack. So I know Demon Bear is coming in. Check this out. He's going to have each player has a Waking Nightmare. He's going to capture one. He's going to get attack. I really wish I could have fought this turn, but I don't have enough attack. I'm short 1. Oh, well, at least I know the bear's coming. Okay, we'll play my 4th attack, and we are going to get the rare at least. So if I can get the rare I can get the Demon Bear as an enemy, as a hero, which will be fun. It'll make Kyla very happy. Exactly. If I can, Kyla, I'm going to try to get you as a hero with Professor X. We'll see if I can do that. Anyway, we'll take out multiple men here. I have 2 in the victory pile already, so just like the other side, I will KO. I'll KO 1 agent and 1 trooper here. Here we go. And blow them up. And I rescue Pepper Potts. The bank and the rooftops are empty. She's not really in there, so I get 2 more recruit. So I get to pick up... Well, let me just look at Magik. I'm not going to recruit her, but she has Teleport. Choose a villain or Mastermind in your victory pile. You get plus attack equal to its printed VP. Actually, kind of similar to what Professor X does here. So he gives you 6 attack, and you can gain villains as heroes when you defeat them. It's very, very fun. I hope it doesn't get destroyed by a Waking Nightmare before I can use it. That would be really, 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 really disappointing. And watch, it's going to happen now. Okay, that's the end of the turn. Yeah, we're in sunlight. We're in moonlight still. So I just made it moonlight by getting the rare. So I hope I don't get... Oh, I know the Demon Bear's coming in next turn. But in the turn after that, if I don't make it into sunlight, I could lose Professor X. So we'll see. And I got to increase Witchfire's attack before I start my next turn. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Well, that's a terrible hand, but at least if like a Waking Nightmare happens, it won't be affected on that side. Okay, well, I have an Angry Mob in hand. So what's going to happen is this goes to the right-hand side, and a wound goes out. And it's a standard... Well, it's not a standard wound. It's a previous wound. That's another wound going out. Okay, now here comes the Demon Bear. Let me increase Witchfire's attack real quick before I forget. She's at 6. Demon Bear ambushes. Each player has a Waking Nightmare. The Demon Bear captures one of the heroes discarded this way that has the lowest cost. Then the Demon Bear gets plus attack equal to that hero's cost. Right-hand side can't do a Waking Nightmare. Left-hand side has to get rid of Magik or Fitzsimmons. I'm going to actually discard Magik to draw a new card. It's Giraffes. And the Demon Bear is going to capture Magik, which again happens. And Demon Bear is now at 7 attack. Aren't we in sunlight? Yeah. Oh, we're not in sunlight. We're in moonlight. Don't worry, I'll fix that soon. She'll get more powerful in a second. I'm at 3 recruit. So we got Fitzsimmons. I can get 2 more recruit and get 5, which is great because I can get the divided card. Or I can get 1 attack and draw a card. I'm going to go for the recruit. I have some space in the city, so we're going to get 2 recruit like a regular officer. And we're going to pick up the divided Storm and Black Panther here in the middle because I got a covert and ranged thing going on. And, oh, Witchfire is still at 4. Look at that. All right, I got a chance to lose some heroes. I would take a Master Strike right now because the right-hand side is immune. We'll see what happens. Nope, it's just Sim, Ambush, Sunlight. Each player reveals a strength hero or gains a wound. Moonlight, each player has a Waking Nightmare. So we are in Moonlight, so each player once again has a Waking Nightmare. This side doesn't do anything. Left-hand side is going to lose Magik or Red Wing. I have some draws coming anyway. I'm going to actually ditch Red Wing. Yeah, because the Sunlight effect would have been worse. Yeah, no strength. And I get Magik in hand on that side. All right. This hand is screaming for me to rest. I would love to pick up Class Dismissed with my 3 recruit. But getting rid of a Grievous Wound is very, very important when you have a wound in hand. And that's not always going to be the case. So I'm going to actually rest this turn and KO both the wounds. And I can just pick up Class Dismissed later. All right. Ooh, this is a great turn. Sim would be a great villain to gain as a hero. But I do have an Angry Mob in hand. So, turn 22 is going to be a very fun turn, but we're going to have to wait just a little bit. Turn 21 is another multiple man. Everybody move down. Okay, let's start drawing, playing Piplup Sidekick to draw 2 cards. 1 and 2. So if we play our grays, we have 1, 2, 3 recruit, and I've got 1 attack. If I decide to play Magik's cards, that'll put me up to 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be enough to hit stuff. But do I want to do that? Right-hand side is going to hit a lot of stuff. I'm going to go 6. If I go max attack, 7, 8, 9, 10. Although I do want to use a Class Dismissed. If you defeat the bear at 7 attack with Xavier, is the bear 7 in your deck? No. It's equal to its attack. Its printed attack. Basically, you can think of it as the game doesn't want you to have to remember anything like that. So it'll be the printed attack on it. Technically, it doesn't say printed attack, but this is kind of before that time, so the attack symbol means printed attack, at least how I'm interpreting it. Otherwise, it would be too confusing to remember that stuff. So, I probably should clear the city, so I will play Magik. So 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll keep drawing. And the bear's at 7. Let's hit Witchfire before she gets stronger again in Sunlight. And when I do that, who's going to gain Howard? Right-hand side is going to gain Howard for the Instinct. And I will play Rally the New Mutants to gain a single sidekick. Yeah, typically the game doesn't want you to have to remember stuff like that. I would check the FAQ to see if it's written out, but that's how I would do it. Okay, and that is the turn. Did I recruit this turn? Oh no, I reduced this by 2 because I acted like I recruited 1. So I get to recruit this turn. I don't think I recruited yet. I gain that for free. All right, so what am I going to pick up? Once again, I could get Violent Conditioning. Doesn't make you gain a wound, but you can try to Berserk. This is not a very good Berserk deck. I don't have a lot of printed attack values. I do the divided cards. If I Berserked the divided with 2 3s, that would give you 6 attack, which is very, very good. Psionic Astral Form is great, but it's going to take me out of Moonlight, or take me out of, well, it's going to make it so it's harder to get back to Sunlight, but I don't think I care anymore. So I'm going to actually recruit the Astral Form for 2. And, oh, it replaced by the same card. All right. Time for a really fun turn where I get to bring some enemies over to my side. which I really like. Okay, after this full shuffle, we have the following hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Starting with an angry mob in hand. So this goes to the player on the left, and a wound goes out. It is another standard wound. And from the villain deck, we've got Naster, who needs a 3 recruit to fight in addition to 3 attack if it's sunlight, and then a total of 6 attack if it's moonlight. So right now, it is still moonlight. So Naster's at 6. And let's play Professor X, who says, whenever you defeat a villain this turn, you may gain it. It becomes a gray hero with no text that gives plus attack equal to its attack. You still get its VP. So let's see, with just a trooper, I have enough to defeat Sim and get a 7 attack hero, which is very, very good. I could also try and make it to get another one, but I definitely want to do this. So for 7 attack, I'm going to fight Sim, and I gain it as a gray hero, and that's very, very fun. I love doing that, and I can do it again. I do have class dismissed. Do I have a angry mob in my discard pile? I do, so I definitely want to trigger this. So what I'm going to have to do is play Pouncing Strike. I can move villains around. I'll leave everybody where they are. Actually, no, I'll move Multiple Man to the rooftops. And that gives me 2 recruit. Next, I'll play Class Dismissed, which gives me 2 more recruit. I can tuck a hero. Let's tuck Violent Conditioning. And I got an even-numbered card, so we're in Sunlight, which means now Naster costs 3 recruit and 3 attack to fight. And I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile, so this angry mob is going away too. Wow. Xavier's doing a lot of heavy lifting here. Gaining enemies and calming angry mobs with his most powerful psychic abilities. Thematically, I absolutely love what's happening. So I can get 2 more attack, which won't be enough to hit anything. So I'll just have to gain more enemies later and get the... Actually, no, I can hit Multiple Man if I do Lightning Strike, because it'll reduce it by 1 attack. That's why I moved it. I forgot what I was thinking earlier in the turn. So if I play Lightning Strike, I'll get 2 attack, reduce Multiple Man down to 2 attack, and I can take him out and gain him as a hero, which gives me 3 attack and lets me do some chaos. However, the downside is I have 3 Multiple Man cards in my Disc Victory pile, so that'll end up KOing 3 heroes, and I don't want to do that. So Multiple Man is safe right now. I'm just going to get more recruit, and I'll leave everybody where they are. I'm at 6 recruit. And I am tempted to take another Class Dismissed to get rid of more. So the thing about... Okay, Rebel Without a Cause. There we go. Okay. Reveal the top of your deck. If it costs 0, it has no team icon, draw it. This will draw the angry mobs. This won't draw enemies because they have cost equal to the printed attack. I believe. I gotta read his text. Yeah, a gray here with no text, but it still has its symbols. I'm pretty sure that its cost would be 7 as a hero. Based on that rule about the symbols, so that would work. They do have no team. Oh, so that would work. The second part would make it work, yes. I forgot to do programming and continue on with the program. So yes, it would draw it. So I'm tempted to take that, but I also really want to maximize my opportunity to KO. I can thin my deck this way anyway, so I'm still going to take Class Dismissed. And now I'm in Super Sunlight, so I can safely take the Divided Storm Black Panther that can draw cards. All right. Things are coming together. My perseverant recruiting is paying off. I have a lot of cards that are non-gray, even though I haven't KO'd too many grays. I've KO'd plenty. So Giganto comes in with a fight effect. When you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, draw 2 extra cards and burrow. Love Subterranea. Alright. Let's maximize my attack. That would be 3, 6. That's it. That would let me fight. Well, Naster only needs 3 attack and 3 recruit to fight. I can trigger the KO ability. Hold on. You may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. I have an angry mob in my discard pile. So, oh, T'Challa's helping with the KOing mobs, as well as Professor X, 2 members of the Illuminati. So we're going to do that, because that's awesome. Starting with Magik, to get the covert prerequisite, gain a sidekick, it's Prodigy. And now we're going to play Tsunami of Justice, 3 attack. You may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. We're KOing this angry mob. That's one way to deal with the mobs, right? KOing them. Which means that Lockheed won't give the bonus attack. So I'll play 1, 2, 3 recruit. And Multiple Man, he's going to KO 3 heroes. And I sure have 3 agents here. So what I'm going to do, if you're Montax or Mr. Giraffe, just don't watch this part. I'm going to fight Multiple Man for 3. And that is going to KO, yep, there they are. 3 heroes, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, you 2 can watch again. I'm going to leave Lockheed alone. I have 3 recruit to work with, and I'm going to take 1 more travel through Limbo. That's one way to get rid of your grays. Okay, turn 24 gives us our first bystander. First? Second? I think our first on the villain deck. When you rescue a bystander, when you rescue this bystander, gain a sidekick. Will do. Let's start with the telepathic probe. 3 attack, reveal the top card of the villain deck. It was almost a bystander, but it is Ragtar the Molan King. He's got an ambush effect. Check this one out. Nope. Any villain in the streets moves to the bridge, pushing any villain already there to escape. Okay, so all this would do is push the Demon Bear from the streets to the bridge. This won't cause an escape when it comes up. If I could fight it to speed up the deck, and it won't burrow because the Demon Bear's in there. But interesting to think about. So I've got 3 attack. I do have this. Any villain you fight in the rooftops gets -1. Nobody's there because I cleared it. If I maxed out my attack, I'd go 3, 5. Well, actually, let me do this first. I can draw a card if I play Gathering Rain Clouds. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can get Magik's Rare this turn, which would be real cool. I don't have super strong enemies yet, but I can. That would be very fun to go for. So let's play Gathering Rain Clouds for 1 recruit and draw something. It's a Shield Trooper. Let's play Howard. Traveling Companion. Top card of the Bystander deck. It is a Special Bystander, so I rescue it. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it costs 0, KO it. It does not, so I don't. But thanks for trying. I do get the VP, though. 1 agent, 2 agent. 4, 5, 1 trooper, up to 4. Now. I can get 7 recruit and get Magik, and then I can use that 4 attack to hit nobody, because Naster requires 3 recruit to do that. Do I want this over here? It's good either side. Teleport, and then you get plus V, plus attack to the... Well, once I hit the Mastermind, it's going to give me 6, which is very good once I do that. So I think making up Magik is the best thing I can do, so I'm just going to let that 4 attack fizzle. Although I could use it against Ragtar. I'll speed up the game again, but I've already KO'd a bunch of angry mobs, so I might actually do that. Let's recruit Magik. So going back to Pouncing Strike. Let's play it for 2 more recruit, and I'm at 7, which means we're going to recruit wield the Soul Sword over here. That's fun. Oh, there's King Queen of Wakanda. Reveal any number of multi-class cards from your hand. Gain that many sidekicks. Okay, yeah, this will be fun with Magik. Although multi-class cards work with them, and I do have them split between both sides, so either way will be fine. And Magik has one, right? But I haven't seen it. Her uncommon. Okay, so with my 4 attack, I think I'm actually going to have some fun and fight Ragtar from the villain deck. So I'm going to fight him for 4. He has Burrow, and he's not going to because there's a big bear blocking him. So let's fight it early, and that'll give me some attack for a little more attack for a Magik. I sped up the deck a little bit, but that's more points per turn for me, which I need because of that 1 escape. And there's my last card of my deck. Let's shuffle up and see if I get some fun stuff. If I can use Belasco's own demons to take him down, that will be very, very fun. Very poetic. I might just collect all the demons of Limbo out of spite here on the right-hand side and use them against Belasco. Let's see what happens. See if I can do that. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, at least I can KO something. If I can KO my wound. But no more angry mobs to get rid of. Turn 25. So far, so good on the game, except for this. All right, this is something. Okay, one more angry mob, but this time on the left-hand side. And I can use that. I can use Black Panther to KO it if I get a covert. But we'll see if I get so lucky. Before I do that, I'm checking on the tournament signups. Looks like we are at 118 still. Once again, if you're watching this and you'd like to sign up for the tournament, you should do so. I want to get to 120 before the stream is over. Look at all these awesome people who've signed up. Don't you want to be one of them? Pressure, pressure. Okay. We are going to draw some cards, and hopefully I'll get a covert so I can KO that angry mob that I just got. Here's my sidekick. Let's play the sidekick to draw 2 more cards. 1 and 2. No coverts there. I have another chance if I decide to play Fitzsimmons to get 1 attack and draw a card, which I'll do. 1 attack, give me a covert. I didn't get it. It was worth a shot. I only have 4 cards in my deck, so I'm going to have to reshuffle, unfortunately, after that. So I want the X-Men trigger. Can I hit the Mastermind this turn? I think I might be able to. I'll be able to go, yep. I won't get the trigger here, but I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, this is going to be a hit Belasco turn. So we'll play Tsunami of Water up to 4. We'll play Psionic Astral Form, which will activate off of Storm. 5, 6, 7. I'll play my Troopers. 8, 9. And we'll play Magik here. 10 plus 2 for the activation of the superpower. 11, 12. Belasco is still at 10. So we're going to go ahead and hit him for 10. Alright, what tactic are we in for? Whatever's underneath him right now. Rescue from Limbo. You may KO one of your non-gray heroes or a non-gray hero from your discard pile. If you do, gain a hero from the KO pile. Okay, do a swap. Who's in the KO pile? I know Weapon X Wolverine is. He's probably the best card I can get. Weapon X sequence will be fun. I don't have to do a superpower. If it's a free gain, I don't really care. So I'm gonna gain Weapon X rare and swapping out for Lockheed. I like Prodigy, so Lockheed is taking Wolverine's place. Let me make sure I read that correctly, but I'm pretty sure I did. So gaining the rare Wolverine. That was a long game. That's why I KO'd it, right? Yep, that worked. It worked perfectly. Okay. The other Master Strikes aren't so nice, so I gotta watch out for those. Okay, put Belasco back. And I got 2 attack left that won't go anywhere. I've got 2 recruits to play. And I will take 1 more Psionic Astral Form. Everybody's showing up. And odd, even, odd. Good. Okay. Oh, my new hand on the left. I didn't get that ready. This game's going fun so far. Okay, which bear are you more scared of? I can tell you this one. This bear won't design you impossible setups. Just saying. 5, 6. That's a lot of wounds in hand. Back to the right-hand side. Turn 26 is another multiple man. All right, let's get this going. No mobs to KO, but I do have a wound to KO. And I can draw a card if I start this cycle properly. So back to Pouncing Strike. Let's play that for 2 recruit. I'm going to move nobody because that'll open up the streets for the burrow. Let's play Class Dismissed. 2 more recruit. Let's go ahead and put Weapon X Wolverine on the bottom of the hero deck. And we got another Weapon X Wolverine. This is a cool card, by the way. To play this, you must put another card from your hand on top of your deck, and then helps with Berserks, and then Weapon X Sequence. This one is fine to take. And then you may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. So the Spreading Nanovirus, instead of passing it over, is getting KO'd. We'll follow with Gathering Clues, 1 attack and a card draw. Alright, we got more Black Panther. Trooper, 2 attack, shieldation up to 5. I could get 4 total attack. How many multiple men? I have 3. So this is not safe to fight one over here. But I can fight Naster because I'm in Sunlight. No, I'm in Moonlight now. So actually he's at 6 attack. Demon Bear's at 7. Yeah, so I can't fight anybody except for multiple men. So I might as well play the T'Challa side to get Storm Black Panther's rare. I'd rather have it on the other side because of all the sidekicks that Magik's gaining. But I do have plenty of multi-class cards over here, so I can gain a bunch of sidekicks. That's a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and take that while I can. All right, all the rares are recruited. Even the one I KO'd is gained. Is that 4 rares so far? Oh man, not a lot of attack in this hand with Professor X. Giganto I definitely want to gain as a hero. All but Howard's. I'm gonna have 2 7-attack hero villains. Turn 27 is another multiple man. All right, I gotta hit something, or I'm gonna. Here's the scary part. I'm down to all these multiple man cards showing up, and I'm gonna run out of stuff to KO. But this turn, I'm still in Moonlight. I'm in Sunlight now, with triple Howard. So let's play Red Wing and see if this is gonna help me out. All right, top 3 cards in my deck. 1, 2, 3. Let's reveal them. Okay, draw 1, put the rest back in any order. So Prodigy can play a copy of Red Wing. But there's not really a point in doing that. Max attack, 3 attack here. I'd rather save the Tsunami of Justice for a KO later, so I'm going to put that back on top. I'm going to put Prodigy on top, and I'll take the Astral Form. And that'll give me what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to save Giganto for the other side. I can hit the Demon Bear, though. All right, we'll go with that, and we'll play it as is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to make Kylo watch me take out the Demon Bear for 7. Okay. I almost wanted to gain it as a hero from Professor X, but I can't fight multiple men right now, and I don't want to. I could fight Naster, but no, I can't. I don't have the recruit. Okay, we're good. I'll commit to that, and I get to choose a player to gain Magik, and that's going to be me. And that is it for my turn. Alright, pretty good hand. But this one's going to be fun. Turn 28 is a Scheme Twist. I don't know why I picked it up. Okay. But that's fine. I have... Oh, I almost had Class Dismissed. I don't. So Anger Mob is being gained on this side. I should play this. I'm gaining it. Alright, let's do some Mind Control. 6 attack, and I can gain any villain I fight as a hero. I love this rare so much. If I didn't mention that, I really do. Alright, 7 attack, and let's clear the rooftops. So, what would happen if the streets were empty and I fought Giganto while Mind Control was out? Just curious. Whenever you defeat a villain this turn, you may gain it. I think that cancels the burrow because you just instantly gain it, right? You do the fight effect, it burrows to the streets, and then you gain it from the streets. That's what I would interpret it as. But anyway, I'm going to do it anyway. When you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, draw 2 extra cards. So let me put my little reminder on my deck, because I will forget otherwise. And Giganto is now working for me. Haha. And I get a sidekick on top of that. Sidekick. And let's see what else I can do. Let's play Howard. Let's see what the special bystander I reveal is. Hopefully it is a special one. It is. All right. I rescue Magma. Draw a card to get +2 attack. And we're going to draw more cards. We're going to play Gathering Clues for another attack, because maybe I can get more allies. And I draw... There we go! Wield the Soul Sword. This is cool. Unfortunately, because I gained that enemy, I don't get the VP from them. But I got something. Choose a villain or mastermind in your victory pile. Get plus attack equal to its printed VP. I'll choose Raktar. They're both worth 2. So that's 5 attack. That's not a lot. Oh, I guess I can't fight anything except for Multiple Man. I have 3 grays though, and 3. All right, I'll do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna gain Multiple Man because he's supposed to be a hero anyway. We're gonna go down to 2. We're gonna fight Multiple. Nope, he's not there. We're gonna fight Multiple Man. We're in Sunlight, so he would cost 3 recruit. All right, KO one of your heroes for each other Multiple Man. There's like I said, 3 of them, so it's gonna be 2 troopers and an agent get KO'd. And I may gain it. 3 attack is 3 attacks, so I'll gain a Multiple Man too. Why not? Everybody's doing it. And I'll get a sidekick as well on top of that, a standard sidekick. 2 sidekicks gained, 2 villains as heroes, and I get to draw 8 cards now. I don't want to make him KO himself, but that would be very funny. 8 cards, and I got Sim in hand as a 7 attack hero. Let's go. That was great. Turn 29. Another scheme twist. So here is an angry mob gained. An angry mob saved is an angry mob gained. Let's draw a card, shall we? So Fitzsimmons, 1 attack. And draw an angry mob. Good. I'm happy I drew it there because now I won't have it at the beginning of my turn. I will now look at the divided card. So I can... Oh, I forgot to put Belasco's attack back on him. He is still at 10, I believe. Yeah, there's only 3 heroes in the KO pile right now. Yep, he's at 10. Alright. So I'm going to play Tsunami of Actually, I can KO the Angry Mob if I play Prodigy as a copy of Tsunami of Justice. I have an Angry Mob in my discard pile, so I'm going to do that because that's very valuable. So I'm going to play Tsunami of Justice, 2, 3, 4. And we'll play Prodigy here as a copy of a card that costs 6 or less. It's tech in the hero class I copy. So I'll play this as a copy of Tsunami of Justice. So I'm up to 7, and I will KO this Angry Mob from my discard pile. And this one in my hand is still here, though. 8 attack. Now, the downside is I don't have enough to hit the Mastermind. This only gives me 1, and I don't have a ranged play. But I'm still glad I did that KO. I could fight Multiple Man, but again, that would be 4 KOs, and I only have 2 graves out here. I don't want to lose the other stuff. I can't fight Naster because it is Sunlight, and I don't have 3 recruit. So I feel it's unfortunate to waste this much attack, but I didn't waste this turn. I did get rid of an Angry Mob, so I'm going to teleport the Magik I have and end my turn there. And here's my hand next. That's pretty good. What's my Weapon X sequence? Longest sequence of numbers. I have 2, 3, 5, 6. I believe that's just 2 then. But I forget how many have to be in the sequence. I think it's any number. But it's such a new keyword, I'm going to have to check it again. Okay, turn 30 is... There's Raktar. Alright. Coming in for reals. Any villain on the streets moves to the bridge, pushing any villain there to escape. He's got Burrow. So the streets are empty. A Burrow can happen. But is there an Angry Mob in here for me to KO? I forget if I have one. Yes, I do. So I'm going to hold off on Howard the Duck because he will ramp a little bit with what I'm going to be doing. I need to play an Instinct first, so we're starting with Pouncing Strike to recruit, and I will cover up the streets. Look at that. Next, we're going to play Class Dismissed to more recruit. I'm going to put... I don't want all these Howards, but they're making it Sunlight. But I kind of want it to be Moonlight now, so I'm going to tuck a Howard there, and we're still in Sunlight. And I will use the superpower to KO yet another Angry Mob. I'm not keeping track of how many I've KO'd at this point. Maybe I should. For fun, we're going to play Sim. Look at that. He gives me 7 attack. He's helped me out against his old master, Belasco. Now we're going to reveal the top card of the villain deck. It is a Scheme Twist. So nothing happens except I know a twist is coming. Next, we're going to draw a card with Gathering Clues up to 11. And draw the last card in my deck, which is an Agent. And I'll play all 3 agents, 1, 2, 3. I'm at 7 recruit, and we'll play Right Place, Wrong Time, up to 14, plus 1 attack for each other hero I played with no team icon, and that would be Sim. He has no team icon, so 15 attack for this turn. Let's see what I'm going to do here. I can hit Belasco, and I can hit Raktar, or I can hit Naster because he requires they recruit. But let's hit Belasco first. There might be a Waking Nightmare that happens. I have to be prepared to lose one of these, and I think I am. But let's hit him for 10. I forget what his tactics do exactly. Cleaving Demon Blade. Each player chooses a different card in HQ, then KO all chosen cards. Alright, yeah, that's going to power him up, at least. Alright. I feel so bad not using Weapon X Wolverine and KOing him so much, but Howard and Weapon X Wolverine, I mean, Howard's so good with those gained heroes, I really hate to get rid of Rebel without a cause. But I have so many other cards, too. I'm going to do it anyway. Wolverine and Howard are going away. And that is 1 more attack for Belasco. He goes up to 11. Class dismissed, and Weapon X Wolverine. We are back in Moonlight. And let me... oh, that's not just the tactic. Let me get the tactic out of here. And put it back at 11 attack. That's all right. I've got 5 attack left. I have 3 grays out here, and I have 3 Multiple Man. Look at that. Guess what I'm going to do? Let's fight Multiple Man, even though I can fight more. This means more often. This means getting to Professor X's rare more often. So let's fight Multiple Man for 3. And blow him up. And KO 3 grays. Not going to pass that opportunity up. And I've got 7 recruit. I don't need any more class dismissed. The 2 I have are doing great. I know I'm going to have to do a... if I keep it in Moonlight, I'm going to have to lose cards. But I'm prepared for that, hopefully. I can't get it back into... maybe I can. No, I can't. I can't get it back into Sunlight, so I'm going to have to deal with... Oh, that's a Master Strike. A Scheme Twist is going to give me just an Anger Mob, so I'll be okay. I'm tempted to take Infuse Skeleton with Adamantium. It's pretty cool, so I'm going to take it. And... Oh, wait, should I take the Divided instead? No. I'll give him some time in the sun. And I have X-Men over here, too, so I'll actually take the Sonic Astral form as well. And yeah, we're still in Moonlight. Alright. How many grays have I KO'd? All of them? No. There's a few left, but there's a lot of other good stuff in here. I feel like the Collector. I'm going to keep collecting enemies to fight for me. Alright, we're going to turn 31 here in just a sec. I love how Howard's got a trash can lid as a shield. He's being Captain America. And there's a frog on there. Well, there's some of the grays. Let's go over to the left. And it's Scheme Twist time. I keep cowing them, but they keep showing up. Another angry mob on the left-hand side. I got 2 in the discard pile, or my discard pile right now. So let me remind myself of the exact words in Weapon X sequence and the keyword definition. Just so I get it 100%. I think it's the consecutive costs. Yep. You get plus attack equal to the longest sequence of printed cost numbers on your cards, such as 0, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I have 3, 2, 3, or 5, 6. So when I play Weapon X, that's going to be it. I don't have any way to draw cards. So I might as well play it right now. So I get 5 total attack from this, with 3 plus the 2 from Weapon X sequence. It's still pretty good. It's an instinct card. It's not an X-Men, even though it's a Wolverine. I would love to KO a card, get rid of one of those angry mobs, so we're going to go ahead and play Magik for 1 sidekick, and it's Layla Miller. And then we're going to play Tsunami of Justice, up to 8 attack, and I get to KO one of the 2 angry mobs on my discard pile. Next we'll play, since we played, well I played Magik, who's an X-Men, so I'll get 9, 10, 11. The Trooper makes 12. And right there we have enough to hit the Mastermind, so that's what I'm going to do. Let me just double check that I have the right attack for him. Okay, so that's 9, 10, 11. Yep. Okay. Tactic is going to be a Demon's Mercy. Fight each other player KOs a non-gray hero from their hand or discard pile. Okay. So, gray hero, gray hero, gray hero, non-gray hero, non-gray hero, and gray hero. So it's going to be Magma or Weapon X Wolverine. I think it's got to be... They're both good, honestly. What's my Weapon X sequence in this hand? It's 2, 3. Only 2, 3. I think it's going to be Magma. I did... and it does count as a hero in the KO pile, not a bystander. So that's going to increase Belasco up to 12. Evened it out. I can't be KOing Logan the entire time. So he's at 12 right now for the rest of the game, or more. I'm not gonna hit anything else, so I'm just gonna teleport Magik again. And that's the turn. And that's a reshuffle. I didn't get all the anger mobs out of here, so there's still more, but I have KO'd a lot of them. There's 7 of them. It looks like I've KO'd 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Is that right? This is the only one I haven't KO'd? Which is good, because they usually ramp up real fast. So if I didn't have cards like Professor X and Black Panther, I'd be in big trouble. I'm going to have to give you heroes in setup B that do similar things. Even though, well... Yeah, you won't have either of these sets because this is Secret Wars. So I'll have to figure out which heroes can do that. Alright, Angry Mob in hand alert. I was worried about that. Let's move over. Only 5 cards in hand because I had to do that KO. Turn 32 is another multiple man coming in. Let's play, well... If I play the sidekick, I could make the Weapon X sequence better or worse. I'll take my chances. I'll play it. 1 and 2. I made it worse. But I did get Mind Control, which is cool. So once again, Mind Control. I can get Raktar is probably the highest attack enemy I can get. We'll play Multiple Man for 9 total attack. That's fun. And if I'm going all attack, I can go Weapon X Wolverine, 10, 11. Weapon X sequence, I only have 1 consecutive number, just 0, 3, 5, so it goes up to 12. And I gotta put a card on top of my deck to play that, so Shield Agent. And then 13. And then if I play Lightning Strike, that'll give me 15 total attack. Now, if I do all that, I'll hit Belasco for 12. Or, we are in Moonlight, so Naster's at 6. I can gain 2 enemies as heroes, and that sounds even more fun. So let's do that instead of hitting Belasco right now. So we're going to go ahead and hit Raktar for 4 before he burrows. Even if he burrows, I think I would still gain him. But to avoid that confusion, 11 attack, and we'll fight him for 4, gain him as a hero. And then we're going to fight Naster and do the same thing because it is Moonlight and he's at 6 attack. 5 left, and we'll fight and KO one of my heroes and gain him as a hero. Goodbye, Shield Trooper. Any day now. There we go. And I could fight multiple men, but again, it gets dangerous here. I don't want to do that. This is so much fun to use all these enemies. I don't get to do it that often, so I'm taking my time to do so. I got an Angry Mob in hand, so this goes to the right-hand side, and the right-hand side gains a wound. It's a standard wound. That's 1 more wound passed out. 6 wounds out of 30. I don't think I'm going to lose to that condition, but I do have to speed things up if I don't want to run of the cards in the villain deck, because I could easily do that if I'm not careful. I'm not being super careful. I don't have a discard pile, so I'm just going to go ahead and play the Storm side of things on the divided cards to give me a lot of attack against the Mastermind. But attack is attack, so it doesn't really matter which one I play first, because they all give +2. So I'm going to play Tsunami of Water first as the trigger, and then I'm going to play the Astral Form from Storm to get 6 total attack. And we'll play the Tsunami of Water again, up to 9 attack, +2 towards the Mastermind. We'll do that. And we'll play a Trooper. That'll be 10, +2 is 12. Did I not play a card from the villain deck? Oh yeah, I probably just forgot because I did the Angry Mob. So let's see what comes in. It is going to be... Oh, it's a Master Strike. I'm glad you said that because that totally changes everything. Well, not everything. Alright, what are we in? We're in Moonlight, so we got to do another Waking Nightmare and a KO. But that's okay. So... I will... We're going to get rid of a Magik. No, I'm glad you reminded me. I'm very glad you reminded me. So, I discard Magik, I draw Magik, and I KO Magik. And the right-hand side, you know what? I have a class dismissed, but I'm going to do the divided card and draw Professor X. It made my hands better, but I did KO 2 more cards. So, Belasco is now at 13, which means I need a higher count die. Okay, then I'll play everything else out. It should stay exactly the same. It was 3, 6, 9, 10, and then 2 towards the Mastermind. But now I can't hit him for 12. So all that changes now is I have to play a Magik for 3 more. And so I will hit for 13. So I'll just literally do this. Okay. Is this the final tactic? It is. Bargain for souls. Reveal cards in the hero deck equal to the number of players. Gain one of them and KO the rest. Okay. 2 players, 2 cards. Sorry, Howard. I'll gain Magik here. And KO Howard. And that's going to be an odd number, so that's 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep. Almost 14 attack, but not quite. All right, only 1 hit to go, and that's going to be the final blow. And I will teleport this Magik and end my turn there. Man, I'm gonna win next turn, but it's a shame I couldn't get more enemies gained because it's so much fun to do, but it's okay. Turn 34, probably my last turn. Moloids come in, fight, KO one of your heroes, and burrow. Let's see just how much attack I can get. I can fight stuff in the villain deck too. So let's see what that is. Top card of the villain deck is going to be a Master Strike, which I can't fight. Hope you had a good lunch. I'm playing Giganto as a hero, so you can probably tell how my game's been going. Professor captures Burrow, post the rules in Discord. Cool. I had a feeling, because it would happen at the end of the effect, right? Yeah. Cards that do something when you defeat a villain still work other villain burrows to the streets. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad it's written out specifically, because that's how I would have done it. You finish the effect and then it happens. That goes, if anything, goes to the KO pile, like the weird sidekick thing where you put the sidekick on the bottom of the sidekick deck. If anything happens in the middle of that, it still ends the effect that way. Anyway, good to know. 10 attack after I play Giganto. Let's play King and Queen of Wakanda. 15. Reveal any number of multi-class cards from your hand. It's just one. Gain that many sidekicks. And I gain Throg again. Doesn't know when to quit. And I haven't played an Instinct, so we'll play Class Dismiss without KOing anything. 2 Recruit, and then we'll see what we can draw into. 1 more attack, and draw a card, and Magik. Okay, this is fun. For a fun reason I'm going to do. Okay, 2 more attack up to 18. Choose a villain or mastermind in your victory pile. I think the highest attack thing is the Mastermind tactic. And I get 6 attack. I'm at 24. 24 attack. And I'll play my Shield Agent. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to clear everything, including Multiple Man. This is going to be funny. So I got to fight Molites twice. That's going to be 3, 6, 9. And then I have enough. Just barely. So let's go ahead and fight the Molites once. And KO one of my heroes. I'll start with the Shield Agent. And then it's going to burrow to the streets. And I'll fight the Molites again in the streets. I'm at 18. And I will KO one of my heroes. And it is going to be Class Dismiss Professor X this time. Down to 15. Oh yeah, it's going to power them up. That's right, I forgot. If I want to do this fun thing, I got to start with the Mastermind. You're 100% right. If I didn't, I could still win at this point, but I couldn't hit everything. And I kind of want to hit everything. That's more fun. Because right now I just increased him to 15 attack. And that would be it. Yeah, let's do the fun thing. Let's backtrack a second. So I forget where I put the KO card. So let's go back up to 17, 18, 21. I forget what I was at. What was I at? 7, 10, 15, and then 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 24. I was at 24. Let me just double check. 7, 10, 15. We'll put the Moloid back. And then 16, 17, 18, 24. Yeah, I was 24, and I KO'd a Gray. So I can do the first fight on the Moloids, KO the Gray card, and then I've got, I think it was these two out that I played. I can start with the first hit on the Moloids, which is fine, but now I'll hit the Mastermind. I just like to wait till the end with the Mastermind, but I can't do that right now. I will blow up the Moloids, put them in the streets. Okay. I have 8 left. Alright, and that's going to be it for the Mastermind, so he can't gain any more attack. And let's do this. This will be fun. So let's hit the Moloids in the streets now. Let's just, again, fight, KO one of your heroes. Down to 5, and I'll KO this guy. I forget how many I pulled out. That's not a big deal. And we're going to fight Multiple Man, because I wanted to do this. So I have 4 Multiple Man in my victory pile. So we'll take out this Multiple Man. And I'm going to go ahead and KO Giganto, King Queen of Wakanda, Wield the Soul Sword, and Telepathic Probe all at the same time with Multiple Man. Who needs those cards anyway? And that is a victory. I had to do the meme. Okay. That was a fun game. Definitely Professor X and T'Challa getting rid of those angry mobs really helped me out. And getting Professor X's rare at the very top. Who's my all-stars? I KO'd one of them. MVPs were Giganto. I still get their VP, by the way. If I actually KO Giganto, I wouldn't get his VP, so I wouldn't actually KO him. Well, maybe I would get the VP. Anyway, so I recruited Naster and Raktar and Sim. If I KO'd a hero that villain that became a hero, would I still get its VP at the end of the game? Professor X says I would. And Multiple Man, my all-star villains that willingly came over with me. All right, let me go ahead and give some rewards out and count my VP. You got like 3 twists in the first. Yeah, I did whiff a few at the beginning. Or strikes. That was cool. All right, fun game. How did you do with your predictions? Well, most of you said I would win this, and you were right, so there you go. Let me go ahead and count out my VP and move on. So 34 turns, obviously, had 1 escape, which was kind of unfortunate, but it was a fun game, so I don't care. Left-hand side got the following VP. 6, 12. Let's go with our villains. 16, 21, 25, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 35 on the left-hand side. Let me pop the setup back up. Is here. Okay. There we go. 35. And on the right-hand side, we got to count all the villains in the city. They're not in the city, but right now they're in the city. 6, 12, 18, 21, 25, 27, 32, 33, 35, 37, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, and then some bystanders, 45, 46, 47 on the other side. Where is we gonna die? 47, 4, and 7. There's my VP for the game. I hope you have fun with this. It's going to be very hard for me to build Setup B. Setup B is going to use New Mutants and X-Men, so a big X-Men setup. And I love how it's New Mutants and X-Men, 2 X-Men sets, and I can't use any of these heroes in the setup because none of them are from X-Men or New Mutants. But I'll figure something out. Probably use Core Wolverine and some others. Anyway, thank you for coming to the stream to watch this. I'll get this uploaded soon, and I hope you have fun with this. Let's check our tournament and see if anybody else signed up during the stream. I think we are still at 118, so unfortunately, we didn't quite make it to 120 during the stream, but we got a couple more. We only need 12 more participants until we get to the record of 130 entrants. So if you're watching this after the fact, sign up. It's going to be a great time. I hope to see you there. All right, you guys, take care. Enjoy this setup, and I will see you next week for another randomizer game.